This becomes important, especially if you're doing something that's going to take time. Like from one meal all the way until the next. Are you going to make it? Do you have enough fuel in your car to drive from one meal all the way until the next? Sometimes not. At 60 or 70 miles an hour, you can go through a tank of gas pretty quickly. Turns out that a well-trained person on a sufficient amount of carbohydrates in their diet to fully load their musculature with glycogen carries about 1,800 calories of glycogen. An adult male. Ladies, a little less. Smaller. But when we use that glycogen in endurance-type activities, not Usain Bolt running for 9.58 seconds, but when we're doing it more a la Michael Arnstein, running it for 19 hours, we're actually using about half of our calories from fat and half of our calories from carbohydrate, from glycogen. We're converting fat into glycogen and using the glycogen we already have, and we're going through our calories in that fashion. In the presence of sufficient carbohydrate, we break down our fat exceptionally cleanly, exceptionally efficiently. It's only in the absence of available carbohydrates, when you're not eating, where you're not eating enough carbs, that fat consumption results in the production of ketones, which can leave you basically in a similar feeling to having consumed alcohol. It affects your judgment long before you're aware that your judgment has been affected. It can become dangerous if you have a lot of decisions to make. I wouldn't want to be the driver of an Indy 500 car in the race and have him or myself be in a ketotic state where I'm under the influence of too many ketones in my blood. There's a lot of decisions have to happen really quickly. If you like doing math, and I don't go crazy over math, but I enjoy the fact that the math always works out to be the same as our experience if we understand the biochemistry and the math. We can go, oh, well, you know, a person has 1,800, let's say 1,500 for easy math. Let's say a lady has 1,500 calories worth of available carbohydrate, meaning that she can burn 3,000 calories, because she gets another 1,500 from fat. She can burn 3,000 calories before she's going to run out of available carbohydrates. She can run in her marathon pace, burning approximately 750 calories an hour, running along doing her 8-minute miles. Therefore, she should be able to last approximately how long before she just plain runs out of available carbs? She'll still have plenty of fuel from fat, won't she? Because we carry unlimited quantities of fat relative to the amount of carb we carry, and we can't use the fat very well without the carbs. We need them. Fat burns in the flame of carbohydrate. 750, 750, that's 1500, 750, 750, that's 1500. She can go 4 hours and she's going to fall on her face. She's going to have an experience where it suddenly gets very, very difficult to continue running. She's going to feel as if she's trying to run through jello. There's a name for the experience. In running, they call it hitting the wall. On a bicycle, it's bonking. In an ultramarathon, they call it pooping your pants. You're starting to lose control of muscular function. So, we don't want that to happen. The solution is always the same. Provide more carbohydrates. Do you wait until your car runs out of gas and goes and rolls to a stop on the side of the road before you go buy more gas? Not often. Usually not intentionally. The same would be true for the lady who's about to go run 8 hours, or 10, or 19, or whatever it is. That person needs to refuel regularly, and you need to start refueling before you run out of fuel. And the fuel of choice would be simple carbohydrates, so that you can just keep pumping them in an available form, because you're trying to run, not run your digestive system. How much digestion required to absorb simple carbohydrates into the bloodstream from the digestive tract? None. They're simple carbohydrates. They're already in an easily absorbable form. Which is why when you've been doing something for a while and you've been active and you've run down your glycogen supplies, you start eating a peach and you can feel it coursing through your system. It's in your bloodstream before you finished eating the peach, because it's already easily available. How much digestion was required to absorb the water from the peach? None. Water doesn't get digested. How about the minerals? None. The minerals don't get broken down into what? Smaller minerals? I mean, they're already in their smallest parts. How much does the fiber require? None. We can't digest fiber. When somebody tells you that juicing requires less digestion than eating the whole fruit, I'm thinking, why? None is required for the sugar, none is required for the